Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. We kick off with the SEC being denied records related to Ripple's recent XRP transaction. So, very fascinating. What is going on at the moment is literally on a daily basis, new information is coming out. It seems that this particular case is really firing up on all cylinders, and to me, it's coming to an end. And I've been saying it for a while. I've said for a long time that the SEC case was weak at best, and now SEC being denied records related to Ripple's recent XRP transactions. I think where are they going now? What else is left for them apart from tactics of delaying? But you can delay all you want. Now Ripple will be getting their hands soon on the documents with the SEC around Bitcoin and Ethereum not being a security. Now, for those of you that weren't around when this happened, essentially, SEC came out and said that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. And what Ripple has asked for is, great, can we have those documents? Why them and not us? And these documents, I believe, will be very important and very crucial to what the outcome of this case will be. Now, I know, based on my own research and the research that I've done, is that Ripple is looking to win on their terms. And it's really important that line is really important. They want to win on their terms for cryptocurrency overall in America and for the future of Ripple and the XRP token long term, not just short term, long term. If they wanted to settle, the settlement would have happened already. So when you want something on your term and you genuinely believe in what you're doing and you are passionate about what you do, you'll go to whatever degree you have to go to win and win on your terms. And that's what I think is happening with Ripple right now, which for me says a lot about the company and the culture and how much they believe in their own product. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me this question, and why am I bringing you this graph? A lot of people are saying, am I too early into crypto or am I too late? Have I come in at the peak? When do you think the peak will be? Well, I think where we are right now is in between the visionaries and the pragmatists. I think we're right in between those two, right? And that's how early we are. So you had the innovators, your 2008 and onwards. You had your visionaries, which have been the last bull run. And now we're sitting in a space where we probably still got another 34% of people around the world to come in. Then we'll have the late majority, and right at the end, we'll have the skeptics. And we're talking 2023 and beyond. So where you are right now in your crypto journey, I want you to, get an understanding here of just how early you are. Just because something has been around since 2008, it doesn't mean that you're late. Far from it. Ask 100 people what is blockchain. Only 2, 3, maximum 4 will be able to tell you, oh yeah, this is how blockchain works, blah. And I will be going a lot more in depth about this kind of topics on the channel, because I think it's really important to know that you are not late. Far from it. You are far from late. Now, I like what the Twitter community has been going on, saying, that we are at the end of the triangle and we will be going up, and these kind of things are going to be happening. I'll talk about that today as well. Just make sure that you guys understand as well what is going on and why the end of this triangle is really important. Now, when we talk about speed and transaction speed, an article came out yesterday saying, the 6 cryptocurrencies that offer the fastest transaction time. And of course, one of those is Ripple. So we've got, your Algorand, your Cardano, your Celo, and you've got Ripple, and you've got Solana and Stellar as well. And it matters, right? It really does matter. And I was at a conference today and I was speaking in Adelaide about cryptocurrency, and I got asked about, green energy, how, some blockchains are more green energy than others, and transaction speeds. And transaction speeds are important because, as I've mentioned many times on the channel, real life examples and solving a real world problem is the name of the game for a long-term longevity of whichever cryptocurrency you go for. And speed, transaction speeds and cost per transaction. I mean, we're talking with Ripple a cost per transaction of 0.003 cents and settles in 3 seconds. I mean, it's unbelievable how that goes. Now, I know that you've heard of, government-run cryptocurrencies are coming, and, what we're talking about here is that governments are now getting into obviously learning more about cryptocurrency, and they're all gonna, each nation is gonna start having their own cryptocurrency coin. And so what's really interesting here is that there is now talks about, how is government, around the world, how are governments going to control this and what's going to be happening. And I will bring that to you and understand, where the governments are going to sit in all this. But you know what? There is one that is government friendly, and that is XRP. So if governments were to go out there and create their own coins, they'd probably use the XRP ledger, and that for us as XRP holders will be very, very beneficial. But I will keep you up to date on this topic and what is going on and what is happening. Swissborg are happy to announce that they have now they in their exchange you can get XRP tokens, which is great because as I've mentioned, more crypto exchanges are opening up, and of course we're waiting for Coinbase and the big ones, to finally let Americans back into purchasing after the case settles. And after the case settles, is not just this. After the case settles, you get all the partners that Ripple have been building that they're quiet at the moment. After the case settles, you get, and Flare will be open by then. It's going to be an incredible volume driven through the XRP ledger. So very, very, very exciting times. Now let's go into Atani. Let's check out the graphs. Let's check out the, your moving averages, your RSI, and let's see what they are telling us today. Okay, so we're back inside Atani at the moment, and when I look at the charts, the volume, it has started to increase. So you can see the Bollinger Band is a little bit bigger now than it was yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit smaller. And when we look at from a MACD point of view, it is on a bullish segment right now. I mean, not a lot, but it is on the bullish side. Now, when we look into hourly, what is going on there? On the hourly, we have crossed over back into a bullish, and from an RSI point of view, probably sitting at around middle. Not overbought, not oversold, but RSIs when it comes to hourly charts, I don't really recommend looking at them too much, right? And when we go outside of the Bollinger Band, we're always going to be coming back in. So if you're a day trader, you can look at that as well. But we do have some very, very important things to look at as well when it comes to the moving averages and where we're sitting at the moment as well. So it'll be a very, very critical weekend to really realize where are we heading with the XRP token in that perspective as well. The 4 hourly doesn't really tell us much at the moment, and from a 12 hourly perspective, even the volume is quite there's not much going on at the moment from a price action point of view. Now, when we look at the daily, again, it is the MACD, it is on a bullish segment. So what are the scenarios and what are all the different options that could be happening over the course of the next 24 or 48 hours? Let's have a look at some graphs. Let's see what the possibilities are. Now, when we talk about charts, I want to bring this one up as the first one that we talk about today. And this is the overall chart from the day that Ripple started until now. And what we're seeing here is, see how back when it started, it was sitting in this like sphere, and then we moved around and it went outside of this, and then it went all the way here. We rejected. That was the 330 back in 2018, and then slowly made its way back in here. It's been in the sphere for a long time. Touch there. It's now out of the sphere here. And and where we are now and what's about to happen is we're going to end up somewhere around here in the $10 mark. And so I'm really, really fascinated by how this when you zoom out, what the possibilities are and where are we heading. And I've always mentioned that it's so crucial, when in doubt, zoom out and get a big picture of what is going on. Now, what are the possibilities? Where do we go from here? And it's really, really fascinating. I think, we'll probably touch $1, then go down to 90 cents. This could take a little bit of time, and then we finally begin wave 3 of the bull run for XRP, which takes us to $10. Consolidate, and then we begin wave number 5. So that, I want you to know that. The reason why I'm bringing this up today and why it's important today is that we are in this critical moment where this triangle will end. It will either go down or go up. It goes down, it goes to 60 cents. It goes up, it goes to the moon. So it's very, very important weekend to look at this, right? Because if you are not in XRP, then you could be potentially finding yourself a great opportunity to get into XRP. If you are in XRP, just hold. There's nothing to do. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just simply hold, and you'll be fine. There's no need to panic if we go to 60 cents. It is expected. If it breaks out in a negative way, it will hit 60 cents. Expect that to happen, and so it will prepare you for when you start to, worry about what's going on, right? So this is what's happening at the moment. This is where we are. We're going to 60, or we're going to go, and we're going to move, and we're going to move really fast. Now, even if we were to hit 60, this is kind of like the formation that it's building. So to be honest, hitting 60 is kind of expected if we follow this trend. But then once we hit 60, we will bounce out of the $1 into $1.10 very quickly, confirm $1, and then go up, go to $1.50, consolidate at around $1.30, $1.25, and then go to $2. Once we break the $2 and confirm the $2, then we will begin our run to 330. And remember, the bull run begins at 330. Begins. So, two scenarios. Scenario number one, we break out heavily, $1, consolidate 95 cents, and then push to $1.15 and beyond. The other scenario is that we break towards 60 cents. I want to know in the comments below what you think. Where are we heading? Are we going to 60 cents? Are we going to the moon? I want to know in the comments what your thoughts are about over the weekend and where do you see it going. And as always, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.